Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, with the US market closing early on Friday due to the observance of Thanksgiving and also Black Friday, as the market very much right across the board was a thinly traded session. Although the market did respect the top side level for the Australian dollar at 67.80, the key point and the objective is now shied away slightly. And there is a little bit of divergence coming through with the RSI and the MACD. I do feel for the start of this week that the dollar index has actually edged up slightly to 105.95 from 105.60, and therefore could see a slightly weaker play for some of these currencies against the US dollar, with the eyes now looking back towards the region of 66.5. However, that being said, I'm not going to abandon the top side, so I think this is just a short-term correction, as all eyes will be looking this week to the main event, which is the US job numbers, with around 260,000 jobs expected to be added. Looking in the euro, the market was also a little bit weaker as it backs away from that 105 and now looks towards the region of 103.65 or around there, due to the fact is the market is a little bit showing divergence to the bear case, and I feel it's possibly just a small pullback in the temporary terms before demand takes us back to 105. Looking at dollar yen, the market nearly got to its objective around that 136, 137 area, but the slight comeback has shown a little bit of divergence also for the RSI to the bull case for dollar yen, and therefore could look for back to that 140 area and reassess. I'm not abandoning the bottom side. I still feel the market can reach that level of 136.4080 area very soon. In light of the pattern that we see for sterling, the market claims 120, 121 last week, and nearly got to 122 after the market's bullishness fell into a little bit of trouble just above 121, but nevertheless the market still looks like it can get there. But I feel there could be a slight pullback, so I feel bargain hunters will probably be looking around the mid 119 before the 122 object comes in light. Still struggling for gold at this level of 1,756 to 60. And from the actual retreat, the market may actually see a little bit of a correction lower. That is towards the 1,740 region. Until we see a break of 60, a little bit of a weaker play into the start of this week due to the technicals being somewhat negative, and reassess from the lows of around 1,726 to around 1,736. I'll wrap it up with oil. Market remains weak after posting an inverted hammer. Slight indecisiveness coming back into the market, and still could see the region of $75 a barrel tested, and no doubt there will be bargain hunters to most probably step in and see if they can take it back towards that $80 a barrel. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoy the great start to the new week.